This week's adventure takes place out of Frank Butler Park West, just south of St. Augustine, Florida. This area is a structure-rich environment with hundreds of oyster mounds dotted across the Intracoastal Waterway, more docks than you could ever fish, and miles of beautiful shoreline and creeks to explore. Today I met up with a group of friends at the ramp for a fishing rally that we do about once every 3 months. Once we get on the water, we each go our separate ways, and then we meet back up at the ramp for a potluck lunch, sharing fishing stories and tactics that worked. Today I started out fishing the docks, and just a tip on docks, in Florida you're going to find a lot of hurricane damaged docks that don't have any cover or boards on the walkways. Those docks usually don't produce fish or hold fish because there's no shade. What you want to look for are the docks that are in good repair, and also docks that have been there for a while. Fortunately, it didn't take too long for this guy and a couple of his buddies to take the bait. Next it was out to the oyster bars where I found more trout. In this area the best fishing was found around oyster bars that had a good current moving next to them. As I was moving through the oysters, I came across some true snowbirds, the American white pelican. These pelicans come from the Great Plains and winter down here in Florida. One of the unique things about this bird is that they hunt in groups by herding bait fish into shallow water, and once the bait fish are trapped, it's dinner time. The next location was a beautiful shoreline and creek mouth that I had spotted while cruising around the oyster bars. This spot looked so good I even anchored up to take full advantage of it. And with the first cast I had a hookup. For a nice change-up, a redfish had taken my jig, and what he lacked in size he made up in attitude. I'm glad that I anchored up on this spot. A school of redfish kept me busy here for about the next 20 minutes. The water temps today were between 65 and 68 degrees, which is still kind of cool, so I worked my retrieve rather slow, bumping it along the bottom. While the action was good for me today using artificials, once I got back to the ramp and talked to my friends, it seemed like the bigger fish were hitting on live bait. The most successful bait used for live bait was a mullet, finger mullet, and that was fished on the bottom. And the biggest redfish caught this way was around 24 inches. When the water is cold, it'll cause the edge of the redfish's tail to be an iridescent blue. My My stomach was starting to grumble, so it was time to head back to the ramp for some lunch. Along the way I saw some wood ibis, or better known as Chokoloskee chickens, hanging out in the mangroves. And lucky for me, there wasn't much of a line at the ramp to get my boat back on the trailer. Not bad for a Saturday. And then a short drive of 200 feet to park the boat for lunch. We were 15 strong today, plus one dog, but this little guy I think was scared of me because he thought I was going to put him on the grill. Here's a man who knows how to accessorize. Butler Park has some great facilities, both for boating and get-togethers, and we couldn't ask for much better than what we had today. Thanks for watching, and so you don't miss another adventure or lunch, please subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so already.